Good morning, Hosho staff, students, and families. Yate Abina. We're ready to start our day, so everybody please stand. Place your right hand over your heart. Our voices are off and bodies are still. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday, March 10th. And we're ready to start our day with some music. And hopefully you remember this piece. I'm going to play for you a very popular piece this time of year. If you've ever heard the words to that song, you can't help but going through all the lyrics when you're hearing it. Oh, Danny boy. But the name of the piece that we're listening to is the composition that was recorded by Percy Granger, and the name of the composition is an Irish tune from County Derry. That's right. Okay, art this week. We have a new artist this week, as always. And it is William Adolf Bugaro. And remember, we met his children. His very first painting that we looked at are his son and daughter. The Elder Sister is the title of the painting from 1869. And then yesterday we looked at Homer and his guide. Remember Homer, the blind poet of the Iliad and the Odyssey? And this was painted in 1874. And then today we have a new one, and it's the Pieta. And this is a famous scene for many many years. And it goes back to the Christian tradition, and it depicts Jesus when he was taken from the cross and laid on his mother's lap. And so this is the painting. Let me show you first. This is a statue that was made by Michelangelo, which is in Italy. It's a very famous from the Renaissance. We haven't looked at much from Michelangelo, but that's the Pieta. And when people say the Pieta, that's what they usually mean, this sculpture of Michelangelo. And you can see the Mother Mary with Jesus on her lap after he's taken from the cross, after he's been crucified. And then we have Bugero's painting of the same topic, the same image, but in his own way. So we have this here is the Pieta by Bugero. And he painted this after the death of his son George. And the word Pieta means pity and compassion. And we wonder if maybe he was thinking about the death of his own son and how tragic that was for him, or maybe he was reflecting on the story of the life and death of Jesus and how Mary was there through her son's crucifixion, and when the body is placed on her lap, that there's terrible sorrow there, and it's possible that he was thinking of that. And so the Pieta by William Adolf Bugero. Next, we have our poem for the week, and the poem is called Discovery by Harry Ben. In a puddle left from last week's rain, a friend of mine whose name is Joe caught a tadpole and showed me where its froggy legs were beginning to grow. Then we turned over a musty log with lichens on it in a row and found some fiddleheads of ferns uncoiling out of the moss below. We hunted around and saw the first jack-in-the-pulpits beginning to show, and even discovered under a rock where spotted salamanders go. I learned all this one morning from Joe, but how much more there is to know. So there are a couple of plants that are mentioned in here. First the tadpole is mentioned. It's not a plant, it's an animal, but there are some plants listed too. So lichens, little round moss that you find on logs, and some fiddleheads, types of ferns, and a jack-in-the-pulpit is a type of plant. And so he's seeing that all these things are starting to grow underneath things that look like they're dead. And so life goes on, right? So that's the story of life, circle of life. The amendments to the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments, we've been learning those. And right now we're working on the 6th Amendment and the 7th Amendment. So the 6th Amendment, let's say that one together. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury of the state and district wherein the crime shall have been committed, which district shall have been previously ascertained by law, and to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusations, to be confronted with the witnesses against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witnesses in his favor, and to have the assistance of counsel for his defense. 6th Amendment comes up every day in our country. 7th Amendment. In suits at common law, where the value in controversy shall exceed $20, the right of trial by jury shall be preserved, and no fact tried by a jury shall be otherwise re-examined in any court of the United States than according to the rules of common law. And this one comes up less because most of the time in civil lawsuits, when there's a dispute about maybe what something cost or what somebody is owed or the property boundaries and things like that, it's usually tried by a judge. But our founding fathers wanted us to be able to have the right to have a jury so that people, our peers, people who live in your same neighborhood, in your same city, can hear a case and make a choice to support you so that they're not influenced by the government. Okay, friends, birthdays. We have one birthday today. Jacoby's having a birthday. Happy birthday, sir. Hope you have a great day today. For announcements, we are going to be open for business full time every day, all day, 8:30 to 3:30, just like usual, starting Monday after break. So if your parents have not already told me, please let me know if you want to be fully remote or in school every day. So we're looking forward to being able to have things back to normal as much as possible. We still have parent-teacher conferences out there. So if you need to meet with the teacher, if your parents need to meet with the teacher because of incompletes on the report card, we're still going to do that. And we had a volleyball game the other day on Monday, and I hear it was a nail biter that it was tied and then went into extra. My son played baseball. It would be extra innings. I don't know what it's called when you go extra time in volleyball, but they did. And ultimately, the other team prevailed, the Rehoboth prevailed, but it was an exciting game, and we have a rematch coming up, I believe, this weekend. So that's all we have for today. So let's do our student pledge. I will do the good, I will learn the true, and I will love the beautiful. And I hope you have a great day today.